What's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm using the new chocolate brown palette from Huda Beauty. This is her 9-pan palettes. And I also did a full face with you guys. So if you guys want to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching. The first shade I'm going to take from the chocolate brown Obsessions palette is this brown shade right here. And I will be taking that on my Sigma E25 brush. This color is going to go right in our crease. This is going to stay concentrated right here, shaping out our crease. I'm just trying to build up this shade as much as possible. The next shade I'm going to take is this one, and this is going to go ahead and mix with this brown shade, so we're going to grab this one. I'm taking that shade on my Morphe M514 brush, and this is going to go into that brown we placed down in our crease. This just honestly helps deepen our crease up and gives it more dimension. I'm gonna go ahead and grab that first brush that we used and just softening up the lines out here. Now I'm going to go ahead and mix these two shades together again with my flat e.l.f. times Jaclyn J1 brush. So I'm going to take this shade and this shade, and we're going to place this shade under outer V. Also, I'm so sorry if I sound congested. I am experiencing an allergy attack and it's been driving me crazy. I can't stop sneezing. Like, I love spring, but I just hate what spring brings. Okay, so that's going to stay in the outer portion of our lid. I'm not blending it out too much, just right here in the outer corner. Now to blend out that brown shade, I'm going to go ahead and take the very top one, which is this one right here. These don't have names, sorry. And I'm going to use my Morphe M330 brush to blend out these shades right here. I'm also dragging this shade out towards the tail of my brows. If you feel like you need to blend out a bit more, go ahead and take this shade right here, the middle one, a tad bit, because these shades are so pigmented. And just blend out what you feel like you need to blend out. I'm going to go ahead and take this shimmery shade right here. Now to cut the inner portion of my lid, I'm going to go ahead and use my Dior Skin Correct Concealer. It's in the shade 2.5N. I've been loving using my concealer to cut recently. I only use a P. Louise base when I'm using brighter colors. Okay, now with my finger, I'm going to go ahead and use this shade right here. Place this all over my lid. Now to get in those edges right here, I'm just using my flat Urban Decay brush that came with the palette and just going in with that shimmery shade we used. This shade is just absolutely stunning. Now to mesh these two shades together, I'm going to go ahead and take this top middle shade. And I'm going to go ahead and use my JH42 brush. And I'm just going to go ahead and mesh these two together. I'm also going to drag that shade on this matte outer V as well, just to give it a little bit more dimension. I want there to be like an ombre effect, so that's what I'm creating with this shade. If you feel like that was a little bit too much, just go back in with that golden shade that we used and just try to mix them together. I'm gonna go ahead and create a wing liner using my Makeup Mario Master Mattes Liquid Liner in the shade Super Black. Now if you messed up like I did, just grab your makeup wipe. And just clean that away. It looks like it never happened. So the first thing I'm gonna do is use my L'Oreal Magic Perfecting Base. It's a pore filling primer. And this is just gonna go in my T-zone. So basically right here on my cheeks, on my nose, and the middle of my forehead. I am experiencing like a lot of breakouts on my forehead right now. So I need something to smooth that out, and this literally does all of that. So let's just concentrate this in the middle of my face. Now for the outer portion of my face, I'm gonna use my Hard Candy Sheer Envy Hydrating Primer. This is a 12-hour makeup gripping primer. And this is an exact dupe for the Milk Makeup Gripping Primer. It even has the same consistency. I just like this one a little bit more just because it doesn't really cling on to my dry patches on my face, because it is more hydrating. I'm just gonna pat this in my face. I do like the Milk Makeup Gripping Primer on days where if my skin's really good and I don't have any dry patches because of like acne breakouts. Next thing I'm gonna use is my e.l.f. Camo CC Cream. This is in the shade 240W. I haven't used this in a long time. I have to use it. I'm gonna pump at least one pump on the back of my hand. I'm gonna use my e.l.f. complexion sponge. I would have used my Fenty skin tint, but since I am breaking out a lot and I do have a couple of friends on my forehead, I knew it wasn't gonna cover up as much, so I went ahead and used this one instead. This has great coverage too. I'm gonna go ahead and pump another pump on the back of my hand just to get the spots I need a bit more coverage. Since we did just use the e.l.f. CC Cream, why not just use the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer? And this is in the shade Light Beige. Oh, that wasn't straight, that's okay. Alright, I'm gonna use the other side of my e.l.f. confection sponge just to blend out my concealer. For powder, I'm going to go ahead and use my Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Translucent Powder. And this is just going to go in our T-zone to set down our concealer. I'm going to use my One Size Beauty powder just to bake under my eyes. I love that this powder gives me that blurring effect too. It's a light bake, not too heavy. Let that sit under my eyes for a bit. For bronzer, I'm gonna go ahead and use my Jaclyn Cosmetics Warm Flush and Golden Goddess Blush and Bronzer Duo. Go ahead and grab Golden Goddess, which is the shade right here. Oops. And with that same bronzer shade, I'm gonna go ahead and bronze up my nose. For blush, I'm going to go ahead and use this one, which is Warm Flush. And this is going to go on my cheeks. Now that we did that, I'm going to go ahead and sweep off the bake we have under our eyes. For highlight, I'm going to go ahead and use my Jaclyn Cosmetics highlighter, and this is in the shade Iced. I am taking out on my Real Technique setting brush, and this is going to be in the very tops of our cheeks. And then this is also going to be our inner corner highlight and brown bone highlight. For lip liner, I'm going to go ahead and use my KKW lip liner in the shade 1.5 Nude. For my liquid lip, I'm going to go ahead and use my Jaclyn Cosmetics liquid lipstick in the shade Confidence. I love this lip combo. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and zoom you guys in so we can finish up our little lash line. So the first shade we're going to take is this shade right here in the bottom. And I'm using that shade on my Morphe M455 brush. And this is going right under our lower lashes. And the next shade I'm going to take is this brown one right above it. I'm taking that on my M507 brush and basically just meshing these two shades together. Nothing too crazy. And to blend all that out, I'm going to go ahead and use this shade right here in the middle. Just to make sure we have no harsh lines. For my bottom mascara, I'm going to go ahead and use my Essence Lash Princess Mascara. And there you have it. This completes this look. I hope you guys enjoyed. This mini Obsession palettes are just so darn good. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and zoom you guys back out. Before I wrap this video up, I'm gonna go ahead and use my Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Set Plus Refresh Spray. Shake that up. Alright you guys, and this completes this look. I hope you guys enjoyed and loved seeing me do a full face of makeup and trying out the new Huda Beauty Chocolate Brown palette. Honestly, these little mini palettes are so good and pigmented. Like always, Huda Beauty kills it with everything that she does. Also, in my previous video, I did ask you guys if you wanted me to do a Q&A, and most of you wanted me to do that. So if you guys have any questions for me, please go ahead and leave them in the comment section below, and I can screenshot them, and then for my next video, I can go ahead and do that for you guys. I'm more than happy to do that. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up, comment below, and also hit that subscribe button before you leave. You guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!